Hi, Carl DiStefano here. Today I'm re-recording a song that I posted on my channel over 2.5 years ago. That was early in my YouTube career, and I wasn't all that happy with the performance. Also, I had made a mistake in the introduction, mistakenly attributing a Gene Austin recording of the song to cowboy singer Gene Autry. That was my mistake. So I wanted to correct that. And also, for the first time, I listened to an original version of the song, and I was very impressed by it, and I thought that it deserved some attention. So I'm going to give it that attention today. So Tonight You Belong to Me was written in 1926 by Lee David with lyrics by Billy Rose. And in that year and the following year, there were 6 recordings made. And these early recordings reflected the sheet music as composed by the composers. And by far the most popular of these versions was by singer Gene Austin, who recorded the song in February of 1927. Over the next 25 years, there were a dozen or so other recordings made, but none were as popular as Gene Austin's recording of 1927. And then in 1956, the sisters Patience and Prudence came out of nowhere and recorded their blockbuster hit version of the song. And I'll share some interesting highlights of that. They were musically talented girls. They had taken piano lessons at an early age. They could read music. They liked to sing. But they really didn't have any aspirations for music careers. In fact, they learned this song quite by accident at summer camp in 1950. Let's see, Prudence was 6 years old and Patience was 9. And when they got home from camp, they sang it for their dad, who recognized the song and who made an arrangement for them. He was actually a seasoned music professional himself, orchestra leader, pianist, songwriter, and arranger. And then in July of 1956, he took the girls into the Liberty Record Studio in Los Angeles with the intention of making a demo recording of the song, And they did that. And the folks at Liberty listened to the demo, and they immediately signed the girls on a contract and cut some, 45 RPM singles and gave them to the disc jockeys. And the song was a huge success, way beyond all expectations. It hit the Billboard charts, and within 2 months, it had reached number 4 on the top 100 and had sold 600,000 records, and eventually selling a total of over 1 million, earning gold record status for the girls. And my video of 2.5 years ago was based on this performance because it's the only one I had ever heard. But recently I received a nice comment from a viewer of mine named Sebastian. And it was on my recent video of the song, The Way You Look Tonight. And he liked the performance. But he also asked if I would consider playing another song with a similar title, Tonight You Belong to Me, by singer Gene Austin. And so I thought it was time for me to take a look at that version, and I did. And I was so taken by it. It was so beautiful. And I just fell in love with the song, the original version. And but I was also amazed at how different it was from the Patience and Prudence version that I knew. The original composition was written as a slow waltz, and it had a very sad sound, the melody. It sounded like it was written in a minor key, although it wasn't. The melody was very fitting to the sad song that the story tells. It also had a two-part verse, which I think added a lot of value to the song, both musically and lyrically. Now, the Patience and Prudence version was not played as a waltz. It was written in 4/4 time, and they did not include the verse, and they played it in an upbeat, bouncy tempo, so very typical of the pop rock music of the 50s. So their presentation was completely different than the original version of the song. And I'm not saying better or worse here. I think both versions of this song are just beautiful, excellent. They're both great in their own way. Each one is fitting for the times they were recorded in, and they delighted their audiences. So I'm going to play both versions and today. And I want to thank my viewer, Sebastian, because if it wasn't for his suggestion, I think it's very unlikely that I would have ever discovered this wonderful original version of the song. So thanks to Sebastian. And hey, thank you all you viewers for listening to this long story. I made it as short as I could. I will pick up my guitar and perform both versions of this wonderful song. Thanks for listening. Okay, this is Tonight You Belong to Me, played pretty much as the composers wrote it. Once more we meet. You look so sweet. Dear, can't you see how I feel? I love you still. I always will. You have the same old appeal. Though you belong to somebody else, tonight you belong to me. And though we're apart, you're part of my heart. Tonight, you belong to me. Down by the stream, how sweet it will seem once more to dream in the moonlight. Though with the dawn I know you'll be gone, tonight you belong to me. Out of my arms, still in my heart, you're always near me, it seems. Don't let your pride hide what's inside. Don't close the door on your dreams. Though you belong to somebody else, tonight you belong to me. And though we're apart, you're part of my heart, and tonight you belong to me. Down by the stream, how sweet it will seem once more to dream in the moonlight. Though with the dawn I know you'll be gone, tonight you belong to me. Tonight you belong to me. Wonderful song. And I hope you listened to the version of this song by Gene Austin. And it's just a very beautiful song. And, you know, a lot of the songs of that time, had a fairly sizable band behind the singers. This one, the instrumentation is very sparse, but very beautiful. It's just, Gene singing, he's a tenor, and there's a piano and a cello and a violin. They're just three instruments backing him up. But boy, they are playing so beautifully. The complementary playing is I think, spectacular. Check it out. And if you agree with that, send me a note. Write me a comment about it. And stay tuned here for the next version of the song. Okay, here we go with Tonight You Belong to Me. This is the version by Patience and Prudence, as arranged by their father, Mark McIntyre. I know, you belong to somebody new, but tonight you belong to me. Although we're apart, you're a part of my heart. But tonight you belong to me. way down by the stream. How sweet it will seem once more just to dream in the moonlight. My honey, I know with the dawn that you will be gone. But tonight you belong to me. Way down along the stream, how very, very sweet it will seem once more just to dream in the silvery moonlight. My honey, I know with the dawn that you will be gone. But tonight you belong to me, just to little old me. Well, I hope that you enjoyed both versions of the song and the story that went along with them. And thanks for tuning in.